a warm way to begin last year. Written by James Patterson, I really loved how both the romance and sentiment parts were properly balanced. It was a gentle romantic story that involved romance, sentiment, emotions, affection, etc. It developed a personal connection with me that I wish this book never ended. If you wish to start your new year with a warm read, I recommend this one. Start with this. The Hound of Baskervilles was the first ever Sherlock Holmes novel that I read, and I really loved how science and mystery both came together so well. I didn't expect that last twist in the book. I strongly believe that there was something supernatural behind the events taking place. Also, I kept questioning my own assumption because this story was supposed to do with real life, non celestial things. And yes, I was wrong in the end. The Alchemist is a very useful book, especially for someone who is lost and is confused about the future. It is one of the best books that I read this year. This was the first ever self-help book that I read and I absolutely loved it. It personally helped me believe in what I wanted and also motivated me to go after it, just like the shepherd in the story. My favorite quote from this book is, "When you want something, all the universe conspires in helping you achieve it." The Fault in Our Stars was such an engaging book, and almost every teenager would love this book. Being a Potterhead, I wanted so badly to read this book, and thanks to my friend who lent this amazing book to me. All the stories were amazingly magical. God of Small Things was a brilliant book. The language, the way of writing, the story, everything was so addictive. The only thing that I felt about this book was that I should have grown up a little to read it. Otherwise, it's absolutely brilliant, and for those who might find the language intimidating initially, you will get used to it as you read further. Crazy Rich Asians was one big book. Ever since I saw the movie, I wanted to read this, and this book did not disappoint me. I loved it. Also, look at the cover of the book. It looks so elegant. I didn't expect that I would find something as classy as this book in a second-hand bookstore. First of all, I didn't expect that I would find Crazy Rich Asians in a second-hand bookstore. This whole Ponniyin Selvan sequel were the best books that I read this year. I cannot believe that a fictional story can be written so beautifully with respect to the real history. More than every details, the way these books made me so emotionally attached to them was their best part. This was the first time that I cried reading a book. This book is an epic. I do guess there are English versions available for this book. The Daughter from a Wishing Tree and The Upside Down King both are such amazing books from the writer that I adore the most. These two books are another beautiful rendition of Sudha Murthy's mythological short stories, and I read these two books for the second time. I first read them in 2019 and again read them in 2020, but I don't think I will ever get bored of these books. Ruskin Bonds with Love from the Hills was the perfect warm and welcoming book for October's chilly weather. The book was so relatable and absolutely calming. So if you ever have a stressful, hard day, read this book and it will melt your heart. Also, I got this book when I was 11 years old, but book reading wasn't really my thing. So I kept it in my shelf like a decorative piece of wall painting. But when I finally took it out of my shelf, I couldn't keep it back. It was so good. Also, look at the cover. It's so beautiful. Blood Memory was such a nerve-chilling psychological thriller. I absolutely loved every twists and turns that happened in the story. I haven't read something as thrilling as this ever before. True Believer is a romantic story that glides you through its warmth. I love the way the story ended. It made me believe in true things and valuable things. The English Teacher was a book that I borrowed from my school's library. R.K. Narayan's writings never fail to charm me, and his story and language are always awesome. Night Train to Lisbon by Emily Grayson revolves around a rich 18-year-old American girl Carson raised in an Orthodox family. She goes to Europe for a vacation and there she meets Alec Brave on a night train to Lisbon. Rest is how they fell in love and the danger that they encountered since it's the wartime. With simple writings, beautiful illustrations, and Amma's exciting adventures, Mother Steals a Bicycle was such a pleasant read. The book is based on the author's real life childhood adventures, which makes it more unique. This was a pleasant way to end 2020. So, these were the 20 books that I read in 2020. I absolutely enjoyed reading each and every book, and I'm looking forward to read more this year. See you soon. Bye.